Okay, so today I want to have a look at a coin called Holochain. And Holochain, I've been in Holochain since, since about the fourth month, something like here. I got very lucky on a big pump, and then I lost a huge amount of money, and I bought 40 million down here, and I made a shitload of money up here. Right? So, cut a long story short, this is one of my favorite coins. Um, now, I, I did post a video about Doom and whatnot, and that's just a view of how the charts have been panning out. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's what's going to happen. I'm not a psychic. It could very well go up, and it could very well do what I've been predicting for months. But I do need to have a bearish view. When certain things are starting to show up, which you can see on the Doom video. Okay, now providing that there is no Doom, I do have a bullish scenario for Holochain, and I think that it's possible that this could go up quite a lot. Now, it may go up because it's taking market cap away from ETH. It may be taking market cap away from ETH, and ETH still go up. There's possible that ETH could go to several thousands of dollars. I have spoken about that as well. But it's very important in trading to keep an open mind and not be closed to one view of the market. Okay. So without further ado, I will have a look at Holochain. So I'm looking at Holochain on the monthly. All right. Now, what I want to do is I want to show you the Mamicator. Now, the Mamicator is a very simple indicator. And what this is it's basically the slower moving average, which is the 21, and the faster moving average, which is the 8. Okay. Now, when you get across, obviously that's a signal to buy. Again, to across to the other side is a signal to sell. All right, it's a very, very simple indicator to use, and you can use this on all time frames. All right. Now, I do hold Holochain. I did sell pretty much most of my bag up here. I have been buying down here. I have been buying up here as well, and I bought some more yesterday. Okay. This moves like XRP. All right, it doesn't sort of sort of do this. It doesn't do like that. It goes boom. All right. So each chart has its own way of working basically. So in March 2020, this thing, and this is on log scale, this thing hit the 2.618 Fibonacci level, okay? And it also did 5 waves, but it is harder to tell where the fifth wave is. The fifth wave could be here and it could be extended, or it could be here. Now, I think it's here, okay? So the reason why I think that is because obviously we've broken the 1.618 Fibonacci level. Now, there is potential to make a lot of money on this coin, and I want you to watch the full video because I think that this could be life-changing. All right, now this is actually one of the coins that I put on my top 3 altcoins, and there are a few people that have purchased this, and I have asked for permission to post this video. Even though they've paid for it, they managed to get in before it started to pump. So that's always good, but now's a good time to get into it anyway. So there's your 5 waves. And then what I want to talk to you about now is how the correction came about. So we've got this initial spike down, and then we've got our A complete, and then we've got our B complete. Okay, now this to me looks like a C wave with 5 legs. Now you may have heard me say that C waves do typically have 5 legs in them, especially with altcoins on the longer time frame. And Holochain is no different. So this is your corrective structure. So you've got this ABC in blue with the C leg ending in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, which means that we are out of the bearish cycle, in my opinion. All right. So the next move up I see is a 1, 2, probably 3, or 3 finishes here. Okay, but for argument's sake, we'll just call this 3 because it looks the cleanest. And then 5 is, well, the same or if not extended, but 3 is not the smallest wave, which is important. Okay. Now, the next important thing here is that we do not make a new low. All right, so that's the low. And as you can see, that this price action did not make a new low. Okay, so that's important. And again, you can see that this C leg, so this is your A, this is your B, and this is your C. All right. Now we could probably get a measurement on that, and it might come into the box. Okay, so it doesn't come into the box on the log. Okay, it doesn't come into the box at all. All right, but it's close. But the key thing here is that it doesn't make a new low. Okay, so if we get a measurement tool, I can put that on the log as well. It comes below the 0.786. All right, so it's quite a deep retracement for a wave 2. But like I said, it's very important that this low held. Okay, that's the most important thing. Doesn't really matter how low it went. So this is your first wave, second wave, third, fourth, fifth. Okay, so this is actually a higher degree new cycle. So what typically happens when you have 5 impulsive waves is you get a second 5 impulsive waves. Okay, so you can have this long corrective structure, but eventually you're going to get another 5 waves. All right, so where do I think this is going? Well, if the previous price action took it to the 2.618, history doesn't typically repeat, but it rhymes. Okay, so the previous data that we can go on is actually this cycle. And one of the other things that we can look at is we can take a bars pattern. Okay, and we can see that it's actually very similar. So if we zoom in here, take this off, take this off, we'll hide the Mamakator for now. I think we're in this part of the cycle. Okay, so I think that this looks very, very similar. Okay, so effectively what we are is this down move here is this move here. Okay, it's almost identical. We could also just make it fit. I'll move it over a bit more. I mean, if you can't see the similarities between that, you must be blind. Because that is incredibly similar. Now, that means that Holochain is going to go. So by the end of March, we should be up into these prices here. Okay. Now, is there any other validation apart from just copying the previous price action that we can have that might tell us the price? Well, yes. So if we move over this this extension tool on the fib, that actually takes us into that exact zone. Look, okay, and that's here. So that's your target. So that's 16 cents to 60 cents. But you could also potentially call this a wave 3. So instead of this being this is then your first wave. Okay, so this is your corrective structure. Just take that off. This becomes your first wave. That's wave 1. Take that off. This is wave 2 down here. And essentially we're in wave 3 now. Okay. So wave 3, there is no reason why wave 3 cannot go up to the 1.618. Okay. especially if assets like, XRP, other assets with several billions, or tens of billions of coins can do it. I don't see any reason why Holochain can't do it. So what I'm trying to say is that there's potential that Holochain could be the next XRP. That was, if you remember XRP in 2017, early 2017, when it was worth nothing. This is the kind of structure that it looked like. It's just Holochain's taken a longer time to do it, but essentially, there's no reason why Holochain can't go to $3.60, in my opinion. And I mean, this chart could even be stretched a bit more if we went to the top here and we copy the bottom. So you've got, there's your top, there's your bottom. You're up here. Maybe not quite $6, but it's up here. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you today. I do think that Holochain has a lot of potential here, and I'm gonna put my neck out on the line. And I'm gonna say that Holochain is going to $3.60, and I think it's going to do it in the next month or two from less than a cent. All right. So yeah, that's my call. That's probably going to be the biggest call of the year. All right, guys, take care.